it's Francis from Flukes Kitesurfing. Welcome back to the channel. This video is all about how to switch your riding stance kiting on a directional kiteboard or a strapless board. So switching your riding stance from kiting heel side, switching your stance to toe side, and vice versa. So we're going to give you two different ways to how to do this, either by jumping, quick little jump to switch your feet, or by stepping. So first I'll take you through how to switch your feet by stepping, and I just want you to think about if this seems hard for you or if you're trying and you're struggling, you can definitely try the second method that we're going to teach you. Jumping isn't necessarily harder, it's just a different way of doing it. So if you struggle one way, try the other, and this is why we're teaching you two ways so you can really not get discouraged and get this dialed quickly. Okay, so the first way I'm going to teach you how to switch your riding stance is by stepping. Just a quick overview, and then I'll break it down into what the kite does and how you actually switch your feet, and then bring it all together with the timing. So to switch your feet, your back foot steps forward and replaces your front foot. And it's not going to work trying to switch your feet at the back because your tail is going to pop up and you'll fall backwards. So you switch your feet in the middle of your board, and how I like to do this is by thinking about rotating your hips, because you're starting on, say we're starting on our heel side, you're going to be facing the other way to be on your toe side, so you can initiate that with your hips. And I like to put the arch of my foot over the toes, and then stepping back feels really easy. So step forward, step back. And the reason I say putting your arch on the toes of your feet is you want to try and keep your feet in the center of the board, and that's gonna give you the most balance. So if you step up to your foot on the side of your board, that's gonna be really unstable. And another quick point is when you step that back foot forward, point your toes to the new rail. So you don't want to end up with both your feet pointed forward. This is not water skiing, and it's going to be really easy to lose your balance. So the footwork happens fast. It's a quick 1-2. Step forward, step back. And you can kind of count it out loud if you want, like 1, 2. Step forward, step back. Step forward, step back. So that's the footwork. The kite motion is nothing too crazy, it's just one steady motion. You don't want to be going too fast to do this, like traveling too fast across the wind. So what you do is you bring the kite slightly higher, and this will naturally slow you down, and you can use the bar to sheet in slightly as you switch your feet. You switch your feet as you bring the kite up, and then dive it again to ride out. So the kite motion is just like 45 degrees, a bit higher, and then back down. The footwork is a quick 1-2 as the kite reaches this higher motion, and you can sheet in slightly on the bar. So yeah, some common mistakes that you have with switching your feet, I think, is losing balance. So in that case, you might be trying to do the footwork too slowly. Think of it as like a quick step, like step, step. You want to minimize the time with both your feet in the middle of the board. Once you spread your stance out, that's how you have the more balance. Or you might be losing balance if maybe you're trying to rely too much on the kite. So try moving the kite just a bit quicker, and then working on your timing as the kite goes up and then back down. If you're falling forwards or getting pulled over the nose, you're probably traveling too quickly. Remember to bring the kite up a bit to slow down, and you can use that kite to help sheet a little bit to help take your weight off the board. And what else can go wrong? Yeah, if you find anything else that you kind of are having problems with, drop a comments question in the comments box below, and happy to answer that. I think that's everything I struggled with, and we'll get Luke on here to explain how he does his little jump switch feet.
So while I'm riding on a directional board, the wind's on my back now, so I'll be going across this way. What I find is I only ride toe side one way, so that means I only ever switch my feet riding this direction to the right. And what I do is, if I'm coming into jibe back the other direction, or I want to switch to toe side, I actually pop like that. And in order to do that, what I find I have to do is eye a very small chop and imagine that I'm doing a very small jump. But the board doesn't actually leave the water, but it feels like that's the motion. So you sort of bring the kite up exactly like Francis says with the kite motion. The kite comes up, stay on rail a little, so you're not actually trying to stand on top of the board. I find that people, when they trying to learn to switch their feet, they sort of stand right up on top of the board. They try and turn and twist, and they're very unstable. So still engage that rail slightly. You're not really leaning into it, but you've engaged the rail slightly, so you've still got control of the board. Eye up a very small chop, kite comes up, use the bar just to get enough weightlessness, very small amount, and then pop sort of off your front foot. So you move your weight still slightly over the front like that, and then you sort of push away and switch. So to do it again, the kite comes up slowly. You sort of, as you see the little chop, still on rail, sort of lean forward a little bit to get that weight over the center, and push off the middle of with your foot and switch. Now to do it the other way, so if I'm riding toe side, it's exactly the same motion. So toe side, riding along on rail, and then you sort of come forward and just switch like that. That might work for you, but like I said, it's great to know both of them. This is something that a lot of people struggle with, so you can try both of them, and yeah, let us know how it goes. So back to you, Francis.
Yeah, really good points, Luke. And it looks, I mean, it can seem like if you're looking at jumping, you're like, oh no way, that looks way too hard. Just try it. And I do the same thing. When I'm gonna change direction and jibe to my toe side, usually that's when I do a little pop and then head back the other way. So hope this helps, guys, and let us know if you have any questions, and we'll see you in the next video.